If you're seeing this, there's a good chance that you're looking to grow your business. And in this series, I'm sharing my best tips and practices and the biggest mistakes to avoid and how I grew my fitness brand to a multi-six-figure business. If you didn't catch part one, go ahead and watch that before you jump into this one. But part two, I want to be talking about the aesthetic. So right off the bat with social media, everything is a highlight reel. A lot of people just want to see like the polished, finished product. But one of the things that I really noticed in my business was that a lot of our consumers, they love seeing the behind the scenes. They love seeing the back end. But I didn't have this like cute, cuddly space that people would just be like, oh, I aspire to have that. And that really like made me feel some type of way. So I stopped posting a lot of the behind the scenes content. So a lot of times all you would see on the front end was like the models and the clothing and just everything that would make it look aesthetically pleasing. A lot of that for me really came from like looking at bigger brands and knowing that they're well established. People shop with them all the time. People trust them. And I wanted to mirror that. I didn't want to reinvent the wheel. I didn't want to put myself in a new situation where it was like people think that you're smaller than what you are. And then you just have a lot of doubts. So instead, I decided to embrace my space, and then I created this YouTube video to show up close and personal of my warehouse tour. You can actually go see that. Link is in the bio. But I wanted to show people like an authentic space of where I'm starting. It's like never despise small beginnings. This is where we are. This is what we're doing. And I really wanted to show people like what it looks like when you're starting a brand and you're not in this warehouse space. You're just utilizing your space at home. And that became like a staple in our fitness company. So once I got over this whole like aesthetic thing and like making it seem like we're in this like huge space and like I wasn't operating outside of my home and that majority of the work wasn't me and like one or two other people, like that's when I really began to thrive because I embraced where I was in my brand. I embraced where I was in the process of my business. So if you're like me and you're just like, oh, I can't post this content because my aesthetic, my space just doesn't look great, post the content. Post the content. Post the content because it's going to resonate with someone with where you are. And then there are other people who want to support you to help you grow. And then they're going to be a part of your community. Post the content. Like and follow for part 3.